A guy was laying down on the bed and watching YouTube. The guy got a notification on FB for a new friend request and checked it. He found out it was from a girl he met at a party earlier that day. He canceled the request but again got it, so he accepted that. The girl was messaging but the guy was ignoring the messages. But the girl kept on approaching him. So slowly guy started to respond and they started to message. Messages turned to phone calls and they continuously started to talk day and night. The girl was telling the guy that she liked him and the guy too started to like the girl slowly. In between, they met a few times, and the guy's feelings towards the girl increased at a peak. One day guy invited the girl to his house and she came and they talked about their futures, marriage and having kids of their own, and how she wanted to get a proposal from the guy on their marriage day. They talked about their pasts and the guy was telling us that let's forget the past and focused on our present and future. While leaving, the guy kissed her on her forehead. After she left, they talked for a few days more but the guy felt that she is not responding. Suddenly a guy had to initiate messages but no response from the girl. Messages and calls became less and less. The guy was in dilemma whether he did some mistake or she was in trouble. A girl once responded that she was in problem so she would speak soon to the guy. The guy went to the market to buy some groceries. When the guy entered the grocery store, he was surprised to find that the girl was shopping holding another guy's hand. The girl looked at him as if he were a stranger to her. He tried to talk to the girl and wanted to ask about the guy but the girl turned away and started shopping again. When the other guy asked the girl who he was, she immediately replied that she did not know him. The guy did not expect the answer from the girl. The guy was so grieved that he returned home without shopping. Then his body jerked violently and he opened his eyes. He felt that as if he had been awakened by a nightmare. But he realized that he was not asleep. Rather he was just lying on the bed. It was his very strong imagination that bothered him so much. His heart was pounding and his whole body was drenched in sweat. The guy started calling the girl in distress. But the girl did not respond. The guy was so frustrated that he wanted to commit suicide. He did not understand what was wrong with him for which he was being punished. A few days later, while the boy was using his phone, the girl's call came. He was so angry with the girl that he didn't want to answer her call. He kept ignoring the girl's call. Then he answered her call, thinking that the girl might be apologetic for what she had done. The girl told him that she loved him very much but something didn't work. And that she didn't play with his heart and wasted his time. She said, "Don't love me and forget me." After saying this, the girl hung up and blocked the guy's number and socials. This made the guy more confused. The guy was so sad to hear the girl's words that he was about to faint. The guy cried a lot that night, got pretty drunk, and was so angry with her. He realized that he got played and she was right that they were not in any relationship, but the feelings towards the girl were so genuine from the guy's side but didn't know the girl's part. The guy still waiting and trying to get genuine answers from the girl. The boy had fallen in love with the girl to such an extent that he could not think of anything else. But the girl cheated on him. He had another nightmare that night. It was that he was lying in bed when suddenly he had a heart attack. For a while, he groaned in pain and then died. When he woke up from this disturbing dream, he went into a trance for a moment. He was very upset. Promised himself that he would forget the girl at all costs.